Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will discuss two sample answers that you can prepare for this cue card along with the explanation in Hindi. So the cue card topic is describe a risk you took that you thought would lead to a terrible result but ended up with a positive result. एक जोखिम के बारे में बताएं जिसे आपने लिया था और आपको लगा था कि इसका परिणाम बुरा होगा, लेकिन वह सकारात्मक परिणाम के साथ खत्म हुआ. You should say when you took the risk, आपने ये जोखिम कब लिया, why you took the risk, आपने ये जोखिम क्यों लिया, how it went, ये कैसे हुआ, and explain how you felt about it, और इसके बारे में आपको कैसा महसूस हुआ. I am sharing two sample answers for your reference. The first answer that you can prepare for this cue card is a risk I took that initially seemed daunting but turned out positively occurred 2 years ago when I decided to switch my career field. At that time, I was working a stable but unfulfilling job in a corporate office. I had always been passionate about graphic design, but pursuing it professionally seemed risky, especially since I lacked formal training. I took this leap during the pandemic when remote opportunities were booming. The idea of starting over was terrifying, but I had grown increasingly unhappy in my role, and the thought of not giving my passion a chance was even worse. I decided to enroll in an online certification course and began building a portfolio in my free time. I also reached out to people in the industry for advice and freelancing opportunities. The initial months were challenging, balancing work, studies, and the fear of failure weighed heavily on me. However, things took a surprising turn when a small design agency noticed my portfolio on a freelancing website. They offered me a part-time project, which eventually led to a full-time role. This was a pivotal moment because it validated my efforts and showed me that taking calculated risks can pay off. Looking back, I feel a mix of pride and relief. At first, I worried the decision might backfire and jeopardize my financial stability. Instead, it gave me a renewed sense of purpose and confidence. This experience taught me that stepping out of my comfort zone is sometimes necessary to grow. It also reinforced the idea that risks are not just about what you might lose, but also about what you stand in to gain. Another sample answer that you can prepare for this cue card is one significant risk I took was deciding to invest my savings into launching an online store selling handmade crafts. This happened about 3 years ago, and at the time, it felt like a gamble that could potentially wipe out my savings. I had no prior experience in running a business, but I was deeply passionate about creating unique items like custom journals and decorative pieces. I took this risk after noticing a growing demand for handmade products online. Friends and family often praise my creations, encouraging me to turn my hobby into a business. However, the thought of failing was intimidating. I had to purchase materials, set up a website, and market my products all while managing my day job. Initially, sales were slow and I doubted my decision. There were moments when I thought I had made a huge mistake, but gradually, as I refined my designs and improved my marketing strategies, things started to pick up. A breakthrough came when a social media influencer featured one of my products in a post which boosted my sales significantly. The experience turned out to be incredibly rewarding. Not only did my business become profitable, but it also gave me a sense of accomplishment and creative satisfaction. It taught me valuable lessons about perseverance, adaptability, and the importance of taking calculated risks. Reflecting on it now, I feel grateful and proud. What I initially feared would lead to financial loss and disappointment ended up being one of the best decisions of my life. This risk not only changed my career trajectory but also showed me the potential of following my instincts and believing in my abilities. This is all about from my side. I hope these two sample answers help you prepare for this cue card. If you want any another story first, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, guys.